and they are now claiming the identity, the picture that we use in Jamaica for over 140 years to be their hero. It is an insult to this nation, a greater insult to the people of St. Thomas, that the government at the time did not see it fit to respond to something like that. That is a straight sellout. But now that we have a change of government, we are expecting the Honorable Prime Minister to do the honorable thing. Because the people of St. Thomas and Jamaica is ready to stand up with those who stand up. You understand what I say to you? So, I am saying to you, my brother, that we have lost 1,000 houses in this parish. We have lost over 7,000 lives. Today we only lose 7. It's murder with murder. The background master them today, you know, and change the system. But they did return. And when they returned, they burned down 1,000 houses and they killed 7,000 people. We are calling on the Honorable Prime Minister to do the honorable thing and declare a memorial day for the blood sacrifice of those who he just acknowledged that make it possible for him to be sitting in the House of Parliament in this country. Failure to do so, he would have gone down in history with those that never acknowledged the blood sacrifice before. I told them in 1999 when they were laughing at me when I was setting up this foundation and when I was telling them about the memorial, I said, you all misunderstand what I am saying. You think that I was saying that if you don't support it, it will never happen. Mr. Charles, you're looking at the first Jamaican and the first black man in the world to stand in front of the great United Nation that we all read about and put down 1,000 candles in memory of the 500 million Africans that died as a result of slavery. I did so without fear nor favor. You're looking at the first black man in the world to go in front of the White House reflecting pool in Washington, D.C. and to put down 1,000 candles in memory of the 500 million Africans that died as a result of slavery. You're looking at the first black man in the world to go in front of the Parliament in Atlanta and put down 1,000 candles in memory of the 500 million Africans that died as a result of slavery. I am saying to you, young minister, that when we travel the universe, we recognize that the Jews have a Memorial Day, the white man have a Memorial Day, the Chinaman have a Memorial Day. Where is the Memorial Day for the 500 million Africans? The white man in England, Tony Blair, declared that we must have a Memorial Day. The United States Senate declared that it must happen. The only set of people that do not see fit to have a Memorial Day for their 500 million Africans, it is the black man don't see fit to have it fit their own black people. We are calling for an international Memorial Day for the 500 million Africans that died as a result of slavery. I am saying to you, Mr. Charles, I am giving you the message, Honorable, to take back to the Prime Minister. I am saying to you that when Nelson Mandela came to Jamaica, he said many things, but there's one thing that he said that stands out in my mind. He said that when you leave the shores of Africa, there's only one place on planet Earth where you find the strength of the black man, and it's Jamaica. He said that Africa is awaiting her freedom, and her freedom has to come from Jamaica. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Charles. That level of freedom history teach me that it will never come out of Kingston. It will have to come out of St. Thomas. So while we know that the Christ said vision cannot be separated from message, cannot be separated from messenger, we are saying to you, we must establish the lighting of 1 million candles annually in memory of the 500 million Africans that died as a result of slavery. This will immediately turn this country into the richest nation and the most powerful on earth. So I am saying to you that when we stand on this stage today, you're standing at the place that gives birth to the Parliament of Jamaica. You're standing at the place that gives birth to independence. You're standing on the place